The room is dark, except for the light from her phone screen. 3:17 a.m. Again. She lies awake staring at the ceiling. Besides her, sitting quietly at the edge of the bed, is her mind. Restless, alert, watching everything. And even though the room is silent, her thoughts are loud enough to feel physical. She asks her mind why it never relaxes, why every peaceful moment somehow turns into panic. But the mind barely looks at her before answering. Because danger doesn't announce itself. She tries to laugh it off. Nothing bad is happening. No one is yelling. No one is hurting her. No disaster is coming. But her mind doesn't care. It keeps scanning the room, the sounds outside, the unread messages, the change in someone's tone earlier that day. Tiny things, things no one else would notice. But her mind notices everything. She asks her why her chest feels tight all the time, why her heart races during normal conversations, why silence makes her nervous. And finally, the mind answers honestly. Because I learned that calm moments don't always stay calm. The room goes quiet because suddenly that fear makes sense. Her mind explains that anxiety was never created to destroy her. It was created to prepare her, to keep her alert, to stop pain before it arrived. But somewhere along the way, protection became paranoia, and survival became exhaustion. Now, her mind treats every situation like a possible threat. A late reply feels like rejection. A small mistake feels like failure. A bad day feels like the beginning of everything falling apart. And the worst part, even she knows it sounds irrational sometimes, but fear does not wait for logic. She asks the mind one question. Why do you always expect the worst? The mind finally looks at her, and for the first time that night, it looks tired. And it answers, because the worst already happened once. Suddenly, She understands something heartbreaking. Her mind isn't trying to ruin her, it's trying to make sure she never gets blindsided by pain again, even if that means never fully relaxing, never fully trusting, and never fully resting. She slowly sits up on the bed, and after hours of fighting her own thoughts, she finally whispers, "You don't have to protect me from everything anymore." The mind says nothing, but for the first time all night, the room feels quieter. Hi everyone. If you've made it to this far, thank you so much. First of all, thank you for clicking onto this video, and thank you for watching and listening up to the end. And basically, the film was about the mind and anxiety, and how, again, the mind is always protecting us the only way it knows best. And again, the mind is not the enemy, it's just how it helps us survive. It's just how it helps us navigate, situations in life. So I know there's some people who struggle with anxiety, and I know it's not easy, but if you get to understand your mind, maybe you'll get to control it rather than it controlling you, rather than it panicking too much. And yeah, I am not a psychologist, but if you feel like your anxiety could be getting out of hand, you could always seek professional help. And mental health matters, and I wish you all the peace and the quiet and the calm to anyone who struggles with anxiety, especially at night when the thoughts are just so loud. So, yeah, see you on the next one.